Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's BOLO Day, everybody's favorite day of the week, Saturday. That's right, you're getting set to go out and get great buys today. But before you go, make sure that you watch this. You might see some of these things. Take it away, Mr. Magazine.
All right, here we go. Kung Fu, the Elixir Final Draft Screenplay Script by Warner Brothers, 1973.
Oh,
I believe this is an original. It's definitely an original script. It's not a copy. And it went, I think I took like $70 or $68 on it.
Wow.
So, I don't know where I got it from. Scripts are popular, but most of them you're going to find newer are going to be copied. And I think you can still sell some of them if they're copies, but like Star Wars, I think I got kicked off one time, so certain ones you can't. But this is an original, and they go for decent money, and if you find them out there.
You have taught me well, Grasshopper. Wait, I'm the
yes,
Grasshopper.
exactly.
Somebody's a Grasshopper.
All right, I'll go in the closet. Mr. Natural R. Crumb, resin statue, 4.5 inch, 1984, limited product, Rock City. This guy, I think $160, $150 I got for him. Picked up a big collection from a good customer of mine. A lot of Crumb stuff going on in there, Mr. Natural, and he always goes for good money. If you see him out there, take a look and scarf him up.
Do you think if you had done LTD space ED and then ROBERT, that would have helped?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe,
I mean, do people do people search on R. Crumb? Do they search on Robert Crumb?
Oh God, yeah, I don't know, yeah. True.
I probably would have done Robert Crumb and limited edition with because I don't know how many people would search on limited edition.
It's a good point. Well, I will tell my best listing manager that he messed up. Sure.
Super. Oh, he's gonna hate me.
Next up, Pokemon cards with Tech Gear binder, a lot of 702 cards.
Oh wow!
And hollow foil. This was listed 2 years ago, and I think I took $150 on it. Who knows? There could be good stuff in there. I'm sure they didn't take a picture of every 700 cards.
Which obviously they can't.
And I'm sure if there's any really good ones that they thought were really good that were pulled out ahead of time. But again, I'm happy to sell it, and hopefully the buyer's happy when he gets it.
Well, I'm sure he will. I mean, he's not paying a lot per card.
Now, if they waited about 3, 4, 5 months, this would be broken up and gone on whatnot. But again, I'll take the $150 now.
There you go.
All right, Paperboy's not the only Rochester seller. Big Lyle Avenue Liquor Store, 1960, Rochester, New York, inventory booklet. I think I took $20 on this. I think I got a bunch of stuff from this place with this little, I think it's a stamp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So there you have it, not too much, but, it is what it is.
What they should do is show one more picture where they actually show, doesn't matter what page you open, to Canadian Club, and they show a picture of the bottles of it. Yeah. Oh. So one more picture.
Maybe you should have did the efficiency instead of Paul.
Well, Paul did well, but Paul is not an expert on Big Lyle Avenue liquor stores like I am. Wait, that didn't come out right at all.
Yeah, exactly. Elky. Rosbro, hard plastic red Model T car candy holder, 7-inch, and this one for $100.
Didn't you show something similar to this before? A different candy holder, or maybe it was?
Yeah, it could be. I don't think it was this one.
No, it wasn't this one. It was something similar from the same company.
I mean, I guess hard is a word we don't need. I mean, plastic, right? I mean, isn't all plastic hard for the most part? I mean, there's soft plastic, but I mean, for a toy, it's going to be hard.
Yeah, it's
going
to be.
I don't think.
But I can't think of anything else they could have put in there either. Yeah. So.
But it did sell. It's in great shape. There you have it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I probably would have put like old car, but then a Model T is old, so
right,
I mean,
true, yeah.
It's not a better word necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, a Model T is a Ford, so I guess if you're going to say Model T, you throw that in, unless you're just guessing on the style. I don't know.
Or the only other thing you might do would be, and I don't know when that came out, 1950s or something like that. Yeah, if you knew when it was from, but you got $108 for it. You can't complain with that.
Yeah, definitely not. Very cool. Next up. Willie McCovey, Giants 2022 Sport King Legend patch. So this is a jersey patch, part of his jersey that he wore. I think he's deceased, right? Hall of Famer? I think he's deceased. But anyways.
He will be at some time.
It took 3 years for this to sell for $8.
Oh, is it because it's just a really cruddy part of the jersey?
I don't know. It's just sad that the market is not good for less desirable, less popular, overproduced cards like this. Yeah, I guess.
But it is a 1-of-1 technically.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, there's no other piece of that patch.
They probably cut this into hundreds.
Right. No, I know they did, but every single piece of it's 1-of-1. But is it because there's nothing? It's just a piece of white. So it could be anywhere
I honestly probably paid more than that, or this maybe 5 to 10, more than 5. I probably paid $10 for that 3 years ago, and that was probably the butt end of COVID, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So don't be duped on this stuff. Be smart when you buy it. Next up, New York City matchbooks and boxes, hotels, and Chinatown vintage, lot of 19, sold for $19.99, so about $1 a piece. Is that about right?
Yeah, okay. they're worth a little more than that, but yeah, for in a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I had a Ziploc bag with a bunch of stuff in. I gave it to my guy. I go, just get this on. Throw. I think I told him to throw $15 on it. And, no, 20. It was a start out. So
now that would be one thing that I believe you can't sell internationally, and you can't send priority.
Okay.
Because it could catch fire.
Okay.
So it's ground only. But nowadays with Ground Advantage, it's not that hard.
Cool. All right.
You used to have to do special handling.
Sorry.
Actually,
Very sorry.
You may have to push that checkbox for that your item contains.
You got it listed. So I wonder what happened. Unless it was on there and he did it, maybe. I don't know. If it's automatic, he had no choice, obviously, unless he listed the wrong category, which wouldn't surprise me.
Well, but the thing is, a lot of people sell matchbooks without matches in it, in which case you don't need that.
Right. Yep. Okay, makes sense. Next up, Black Hawk Super 8 8mm movie, real collection with Barbershop. Lot of 9. So I guess Barbershop's a movie.
Apparently.
As well as Black Hawk, and this went for like $80, almost $10 a piece.
Could be something good in there.
Yeah,
who knows? We don't know enough about those movies.
It looks like it's in good shape. I mean, he's got everything there you can zoom in on, so not too bad of a listing.
Now, are those originals, or what are they?
I believe it is original with that on the end, and then if you go look at the tops there, I had a bunch of those before. So
okay, so that's the way that they printed them.
Made those like the
So
I think this might be the blanks that they were copied on, but those are legit, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, how much do I got going on here? All right, next, Time Magazine, John Lennon and Poland, okay? December 1980. Took 3 years for $15. No mailing label.
Sucker's bet.
Yeah, it is a sucker bet. I mean, you might get more
I got about
on Amazon,
I got about
but not
7
much
on
more.
Whatnot for it.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
It's unfortunate. I mean, it looks nice with no mailing label. You'd think it'd be for $20-$30, but it's not.
Well, I think that a lot of those were without mailing label because I think that the people who weren't subscribers bought that issue.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense, yeah.
So I think that's actually more common than you would think. Probably the issue before and the issue after are much rarer without mailing label than that issue.
So you're saying this could have sold because of Poland?
I'm saying it could have sold because of Poland, absolutely.
Oh, and you are up?
Welcome to the Upper Adams County, Pennsylvania brochure. Apple is king for the 1960s. That's right. I'm not currently doing advertisements for Upper Adams County, but should they wish to hire me. $17.17. Took a while to sell. That being said, it just has to find the right buyer. We talk about local items always selling. Remember, everything is local to somewhere. And as silly as that sounds, if you stop and think, yeah, it is. So I'm sure somebody from Upper Adams County needed this, wanted this, had to have this.
Yeah.
Took them 7 years to find it, but nonetheless, they did so, and I got $17. Yeah. And I don't have a brochure anymore.
Nice.
Up next, Sydney Hall, Rochester, New York, 1800s business card, boiler and tank maker. $20 on that. He did all kinds of repairing, neatly done, which is a positive, I guess. Pretty neat, though. Those are the kind of things you just, every once in a while, you find them somewhere, some company archives. You can find them as a bookmark. You can find them in lots of different places. Yeah, don't throw them out.
Yeah.
List them. Get $20 out of it. I can't argue with that. You know what else you can't argue with? Tears and Tears, Life and Times of Joseph Mad Dog Sullivan. Ooh. He escaped Attica. $125.24 I got off of this. Can't argue with that whatsoever. I don't tend to sell that many newer books, but this was a book that when I was at a house call, I saw and said, I think that could be a better book.
Cool.
Sure enough,
when did he break out?
70s, I believe. Wow. 60s, cool. 70s, back then, yeah.
Good stuff.
Rex Stout, Nero Wolfe, Mystery Lot of 3, 1970s, hardcover, dust jacket, book club edition. I think I took a $15 offer on it. Not in the greatest of shape, at least not on the one. You got the 3 books overall. I did offer these individually over on Whatnot, $3 a piece over on Whatnot. Figuring maybe somebody wanted to read one of these. Nobody wanted to read them. I didn't make a lot extra money than I would have versus Whatnot, but I did make a few extra dollars.
Do you think he's related to Sylvia Stout? You know her.
I know I like a good stout. In fact, I had one on my birthday.
Well, Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. Just ask Shel Silverstein.
Very good. Very good. And I still had a stout on my birthday. Ready to share that with you as well. Roundabout Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, 1930s brochure. It took forever to sell. Very cool looking. got to be very, very difficult to find. I've never found another one. One of those things that if somebody had that at a sale for $5, I probably would buy it, thinking, oh, that's got to be really, really good.
And you're going to know the answer to this. That was probably the first offer you got ever on it. Because think about it, if you got any other offer, 7, 8, 9, whatever, at any given point in time, you're taking it.
Maybe not like right after I listed it.
But but one person in 9 years wanted this.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yep. And it's got to be difficult to find, but it's just not popular. Just like me in high school, but that's a whole nother issue. That explains my drinking.
Do you have your own car?
No. That explains my drinking stout and hanging out at Lyle Avenue liquor stores. El Otto Rico, musical instruments, illustrated catalog, 1927, violins and lutes. There aren't enough people playing lute anymore, or accordions for that matter. There are far too many people playing those and bagpipes. That's a whole other story. Just interesting.
That's cool.
Book over here, yeah. Did go overseas, as a matter of fact. I think I took a $35 offer on it to somebody overseas. I do sometimes take a little bit smaller offer on the overseas shipping, because I know they're having the shipping issues. So I'm like, yeah, I know it's a little less money in my pocket, but I understand the amount of money they're paying too. I don't think I can get an extra, $10 out of them because they're already getting hammered on the shipping. Yeah, something, we'll just let it go back home. So I think I went back home to Germany, as I remember.
Were there any dead flies on the back cover?
I don't believe there were.
Because usually when you got a fold down the middle, they fold it, and that's what they use to kill the flies. I'm assuming, but who knows?
Or they could have been subscription folds and sent through the mail that way. But that would be what a real dealer would say. All right, if you could hit the like button, we'll see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.